If you're looking for a job in the education field, a well crafted education resume will help you stand out. Create a unique education resume is the first step for your job search process. This video will walk you through education resumes, what makes them different, what to include, what to leave out, and other tips to make sure that your resume stands out. This video is sponsored by ZipRecruiter. If you're looking for a job, ZipRecruiter can help. ZipRecruiter makes it easy to apply for jobs with a single click. You can also upload your resume to their resume database so that your resume is searchable for thousands of recruiters and employers who use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter is also free for job seekers. Click the link in the description below to get started with ZipRecruiter today. What's unique about an education resume? An education resume is geared toward individuals who are pursuing a career in the education field. What type of resume should you use? Typically, the chronological resume format that highlights your most recent work experience works best for education resumes, but it can depend how much experience you have. What should be included on an education resume? Your education resume should include detailed information about you and your experience related to education. The reverse chronological order, as we recommended, is recommended for this type of resume, but use your best judgment when crafting your resume. Let the specific employer and job description dictate what information you should include. Here are some sections we recommend including in your education resume. Up first is a header. Create a header at the top of your resume. The resume header includes your name and contact information. This should have your name, phone number, and email address. You can include your mailing address or leave it out. Most employers and recruiters communicate with email and other methods besides mail. Next, include a summary. It's a good idea to include a resume summary near the top of your education resume. This is a brief description of skills, experiences, and accomplishments related to the open education position. Your resume summary should be just a few sentences and no longer than a paragraph. Focus only on the most relevant details that will catch the eye of a potential employer and hiring managers. Your work experience section comes next. Begin with your most recent work experience and work backward chronologically. Include relevant education experience and positions. If you held an internship, include it in the work experience section. You also need to include an education section to list your formal education experience. Use reverse chronological order again, starting with the highest degree you received and work backward. If you've earned any certificates or license required for the position, include them in a separate section. List the title of the certificate or license, license number, issuing organization, and the expiration date if applicable. There are a few things that should be left off an education resume. Leave off any photos of yourself and careers that are not education related. If you have gaps in your resume and need to include non education related careers, that's okay, but it's best to avoid that if you can. When crafting an education resume, it's best to include some job skills that are relevant to education. We've included some skills here on this slide, but for a full list of education skills, click the link in the description below. Crafting your education resume isn't difficult, but if you need help, consider using a resume writing service. Click the link in the description below to learn more about resume writing services. To find education jobs in your area, head over to ZipRecruiter and create a free account. Job seekers can use their online employment marketplace to search for over 9 million jobs. Click the link in the description below to get started today.